Sorry, so shaky. So I've already taken the filter out of the wrapping. It was inside in this wrapping. I've already taken it out and installed it, just to show you. It indicates which way it goes in. It looks like it's carbon impregnated rather than a separate carbon filter. Looks like it's got a little rubber or foam seal. There's the fan inside. Just pop it out like that. It has these, so it makes it easier to take out. It also does say, don't wash. And I can see why, because the border around it is cardboard, so I think that would disintegrate if you tried to wash it, rather than being plastic or something more substantial. This people find to be a little tricky, especially with one hand trying to do video. And you could see you have to be a little bit firm, but don't wail on it. It will go in. This is the sensor, and you supposedly push on it. You have to push on it just right, and then this cover comes off, and you can go inside and clean that sensor periodically. I believe it's a laser sensor. This handle here has a nice, it has an undercut, so it makes it easier to carry. It is a little bit on the heavy side, but it's not terrible. About like a vacuum cleaner. This is the TaoTronics AP002 TT-AP002, as I showed you on the manual. And one thing I'll point out is that I got this on the Zon for a little less than $60. It was used like new, but I can tell you it was new in the box, fully wrapped. The box itself had some very minor damage on an edge, kind of in this area. But you can see there's no damage whatsoever to the unit. It was well packed. So I think I got kind of a bargain. This is supposed to have very similar specs to, say, the Winix C545, which I also just bought and also just got today. Which I may shoot a separate video on that. I think this CADR is somewhere in the neighborhood of 300. So I forget exactly what the CADR of the other unit is. Not great, but not terrible. Like this unit, this was like 35 bucks. This is the Huawei, I don't know, HUAEA or something like that. And it actually has an anion mode, but I'm not sure. You can see it's a desktop unit. I think it's got a CADR less than 100. Not even worth talking about. I think I got it just to dabble. I won't even turn it on for you. One thing that's different I notice about this, so this is the outlet grill, and this is the front of the unit, but the intake grill is on the back. Not on the sides, not on the front. The sides are pretty much blocked off. So what they say in there is that you have to keep this unit I think 30 centimeters from a wall, something like that, away from a wall, in order for it to be able to have that intake. I'm wondering if you couldn't just put it up against a wall like so, rather than turning it to leave the vent or the intake exposed, and then just operate it upside down. Maybe a deflector or something, maybe a little bit away so it doesn't blow all over the wall. Let's turn it on, try it out. It's not a smart unit. I thought it was, but it's not. It starts out in low. It has the green, yellow, red indicator for the PM 2.5 level for the air quality. based on the sensor reading. It does have an ionizer, but it is off by default versus the Winix, which is on by default. So I know there's been a lot of debate excuse me, about the ionizers, that they put out ozone, and that's probably true, but I can tell you that just from anecdotal personal experience, I have an ozone generator, which I bought a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago when I bought my house, just to kind of use. Actually, I bought it before I bought the house just to use, and that thing puts out a crazy amount of ozone. You can't be around it. It's like breathing in chlorine. This I get with the ionizer on as an indicator light. So the indicator lights are not that great, not that easy to read, but they're there. Maybe it's probably easier for me without the camera. But if I put this on turbo, it has an auto mode. If you press and hold for 3 seconds, all 4 of the lights light up and it tells you that it's in auto mode. It has a timer mode, so you can set it from 1 to 8 hours. So it can shut off by itself. So this might be useful, say, if you want to put it in, let's say, I don't know, sleep mode overnight. So before you go to sleep, you can put it in sleep mode. And what it does is it turns off all of the other indicator lights, but will remain in whatever mode you left it in. And if you want to take it out of sleep mode, press again. Actually, you press twice. So if you press it once, it'll show you what setting it's on. Actually, it'll switch to low speed. So I think if you turn up the fade switch, it takes it out of sleep mode. And then you press sleep again, and it automatically goes to low. So that if I press it again, now it's out of sleep mode, but it's in low speed, and the indicators come back on. But you can also see, if you press it once, it'll tell you what the mode is, and then go back to sleep mode. If you press it twice, then it returns to the original settings. Then it comes out of sleep mode. Sorry about that. Turn this down. Actually, I'm gonna put this in auto. So right now it's telling me the air quality in here is good, and it's very, very quiet. And that's on, so I think it's already in the low setting. Just got it 30 minutes ago, delivered by the Zon. And so new, I think it was somewhere around, I forget, easily over $100, maybe close to $150. But used like new, if you look for that, it was like $58 or something like that. And so I'm like, why not take a chance? So it's not a smart one. I thought it was. I thought it would connect to Wi-Fi, but it doesn't. I'm not that terribly disappointed. The C545, the Winix that I just bought, which I got delivered half an hour before this, it is smart. I hadn't realized it, although I'd heard some people had mixed reviews about the smartness of it. I found the app actually worked okay, the Winix app. Yeah, I'll talk about that in another video. But I couldn't get it to connect with Alexa. I don't really care. That is the TaoTronics. Sorry about my socks.